morning, everybody. Happy hump day. Sorry I'm a little late, but I just got back from the gym, so I gotta tell you, this coffee is gonna taste so good. And it does. Good morning. Happy hump day. Today, we're going to talk about how to know if you got an intuitive hit, right? Because it can get confusing. There's so much that happens up in here that we have to start to distinguish what is a hit versus what is our ego, what are we making up? So this will be a fun one. Good morning, Meredith. Good morning, Miss Ivana. How are you? Good morning, Nadia. Nice to see you. Good morning, everybody. Oh my God. I got to tell you, the coffee is so good today. Good morning, Nicole. Good morning, Pumpkin. Nice to see you. Hi, Hope. Hello, everybody. So, I am excited. I'm going to be in Orange County this weekend. Woohoo! So, Friday night, I'm going to deliver messages. It's going to be amazing. So if you're in Orange County, come hang out. And then Saturday and Sunday, I am teaching a 2-day intensive workshop. And we're going to cover so much stuff, from confidence to dealing with pressure to how to get more detail, psychic investigation. I mean, everything. So I'm super excited about it. It's going to be at Awakenings. So if you're interested, make sure you sign up for it, okay? So let's talk about, good morning, everybody. Let's talk about, how do I know if I got an intuitive hit? So the best way, first of all, you do have to become in tune with your own body, right? With your own thought process. So the way to become in tune is to really practice that meditation, right? Good morning, Chelsea. Hi, Lee. So to practice that meditation, to understand what your body, mind, and spirit feel like to be still. And that's hard because a lot of times when we're going into meditation, we still have that mind chatter, right? Good morning, Don. Hi, Vincent. We still have that mind chatter happening. We still have those thoughts running around. You've got the things that you need to do that day. It's not easy to just let all of that go and be in that still place. But that's really Sorry, I forgot to put the phone on Do Not Disturb. So that you know what it's like to be still, to be centered. That's kind of the starting point, is knowing your center point. Now, when you get an intuitive hit, now we like to call it hit because it's like so quick. That's the thing. When something comes in, it's very quick. That's a sign that it's an intuitive hit. So it might be a flash of a picture or a thought that pops in. You might hear something really quick, or you're around something and it's a quick, just a feeling, a vibrational hit. So those sensations that you're getting are normally intuitive hits, all right? If you sit and you ponder and you think and it's spinning around in your head, odds are that's your mind coming into play, you're making it up, your ego is stepping in possibly, especially if it's around some negative thoughts and negative self-talk. A lot of time that's the ego stepping in. Or our stress factors can also, stress itself can really, it's like a little fire to the ego as well. Stress is a huge impact. That's why if you're going to do this work or just tune into yourself, eliminating the stress as much as you can is imperative, because when you're stressed, you're not feeling free. You're not feeling light. It's almost like you can't think clearly, right? You get that fog head. So when you have these thoughts and feelings and they're constantly spinning, and they're fear-based and it's foggy, that's normally you. That's just your stuff. You got to work through it like the rest of us. But if it's an inspiration and it will feel like, like that, kind of, especially like that, or oh, ooh, there's almost, you can feel the vibration pop or lighten. When it pops in like that, that's how you know that's an intuitive hit. Hard part is this: when it comes in, you may not recognize immediately that that was an intuitive hit, right? It's a thought that pops in. Then later on, it happens, and you're like, oh, that wasn't, oh. You don't recognize it till after. But if you start to notice a pattern, hey, this is where being aware of what you're seeing, what you're feeling, what you're knowing, what you're getting, how you're interpreting it, and then if it happens. This is really important, okay? Because what happens is you may not understand that you got an intuitive hit until after the fact, right? Till after it's validated. Then you go, oh. So you have to then kind of go, oh, what did that feel like in that moment, right? How did that feel when that happened? So a little like muscle memory, so that the next time it comes in, you'll be able to recognize it in the moment. Oh, I know what that feels like. I know it's this. So it's a little bit of cataloging, a little bit of recognizing, how does my body respond? How does the information come in for me? Because we can talk about this, and I can give it to you, but your experience is very unique because your soul is unique. Your connection to spirit is unique. You are part of your higher self. So how you're going to get the information is up to you to recognize, right? These are just guidelines to say, hey, it's an inspiration. And when you feel it lift, that's kind of how you'll know. And when it pops in very quickly, and it will be such a quick thought, like you'll see a bird and then you'll go, oh, grandma. That's how quick it is. So in that moment, that's your grandmother stepping through, right? So, and then how is intuition, so Sean, that's a great question. How is intuition different from psychic hits, and do they come through the same? They primarily do. It can kind of get sticky getting wrapped up into the definitions. But basically, intuition is what we've all got, right? That is your basic fight or flight response, instinct. Usually pure clairsentient feeling, but the intuition could come in other ways. But when we link it, when we use the logic and we link it to something else and link it to something else, that's where the psychic comes in. So the psychic faculties are the ESP, the extrasensory perception that link the dots together. So intuition is dots and psychic is linking the dots, okay? So, for instance, let's see, an instinct might be, doesn't feel good to go down that road. But, I don't listen to her, right? Instinct is there again. Don't go down the road. There's cones there. Oh, there's going to be an accident, right? So linking it together, that's really the psychic perception of it. Then you turn down the road because you didn't trust yourself, and now look what happened. You're stuck in the middle of an accident with all the traffic. So it happens that way. But we can every single one of us has intuition. Every single one of us can develop that intuition. We can even develop our psychic senses. Good morning, Kelly. We can even develop our psychic senses. And this is the other thing too. I see a lot of psychics and intuitives say, I'm only clairvoyant. So, we have that clairvoyant, meaning you can see. Clairaudient means you hear. Clairsentient means you feel. Claircognizant means you know. Clairscent is smell. Clairgustance, taste. All right? So you may taste, it tastes like a cigarette. It's weird. Or I smell cigarette. It makes you think of a loved one. So those are your senses, okay? Now, one may be more dominant than the other naturally when you start. You may see pictures more, and that might be physical pictures or in your mind's eye, in your imagination, a quick photo. But, huge believer here, we can develop all of our clairs. And when you can actually develop all of your clairs, that's when you can become the strongest at using your intuition and your psychic abilities. Good morning, Colleen. So, it's like the body, and I'm always saying this. It's like working out, right? I don't just work out my biceps. I work out my biceps, my triceps, my legs, my booty. I work out my back, having a strong physical form, right? So if I work on the clairs, they can get stronger, they can develop. When you have all of those clairs stronger, you then actually have more tools in your toolbox to play, more paintbrushes to use on the canvas, right? So it will actually help the information and linking it and helping you put it together and help you understand what you're getting rather than just a flash, a flash, a flash. You might get a flash of a picture, but now you'll get a feeling behind it and you'll be able to ask a question and know an answer, and then you'll hear something. So you can actually integrate these clairs to help you make choices in your own life, to help you in your decision making, to help you help others, right? So, hi Thea, good morning everybody. So, understanding that initial hit of information, what was it? What did you get? The other thing that's important to do is when a piece of information comes in, okay? Now, it kind of comes in quick. I think a lot of you know that, right? That's why you miss it. That's why you don't know till after that it was a hit of information, right? Because it came in so quick. What happens is as you practice, as you develop, as you hone your gifts, it will come in and it's like you'll be able, it's almost like the Matrix, where it will come in and you'll be able to actually kind of hold it. Even though it flashes through, you'll be able to hold it and kind of reuse it in your mind's eye. So you'll be able to hold the information and hold the information and hold the information. And then once you're able to hold it, you can put it together. It won't just flash through and then it's gone. So just kind of know that that's possible, that you absolutely can do that. So when we are able to practice, and that's the idea, is you got to practice. Now, how do you practice? I'm sure that's a lot of a question, right? A lot of questions here. How do I practice? One is you got to use that imagination, right? If you are like me and we're an accountant or really analytical or, just kind of anal retentive, OCD, even though we're all that way, I'm one of the worst OCD, you have to be able to play with that imagination, open it up, use your creativity. It's why kids are so intuitive. It's why kids can imagine anything and it's step forward, right? So opening up your imagination is really imperative to honing and developing the gifts. So start playing, singing, dancing, hiking, spending time in nature. Do your meditations. Sit in formal meditation. Do it to some music maybe if you want to kind of start out. Go dancing to raise your vibration. Do some planting, gardening. Go for some hiking. Play in the water. All of these things. Thank you, Colleen. Hi, Pat. All of these things will help you open up. Now, practicing. It's a few things. One of the easiest things is to, before you get a receipt, imagine the total on it. Now don't be the tax accountant and add it up in your head. But what is the number, right? So see if you get the total right. Then, as soon as you look at the number, see if there's a connection with a number to it. Is it an angel number, a master number, something like that? Start noticing synchronicities. Do you see 1111 a lot on the alarm clock? Do you see it in the car? Are you seeing repeating numbers? Start to notice synchronicities. Put a sign or symbol out to the universe. Then open up to see if that sign or symbol steps forward for you. There's a lot of, Lisa Williams always had this real fun one. If you're in an office building and there are few elevators, stand in front of the one that you feel that is going to open up next, right? Whew. So little things like that can absolutely help us grow. Automatic writing is amazing. Automatic writing, you guys, will help so much get you out of your head and let you play, okay? Automatic writing, you set a timer, 2 to 3 minutes, just start it out. You can play a song for inspiration. Set an intention is really important. What is it that I want to focus on? And then you just go. You go, go, go. You can't think about what you're writing. You can't think about it. I know. You can't worry about your grammar. Can't worry about your handwriting. You write and you let it come out. So there are lots of things you can do. Remember the card game Match? Remember that game? That's really, really a fun game. Play that really quick without thinking, without using your head. Start to recognize when you see something. And it's usually that recall, okay? Recall. So you have to be able to see something and be able to recall it in your mind's eye. Practice that. So you can look at a license plate, recall it in your mind's eye. And start practicing things like that. Also opening up your awareness. Spend one full day only focusing on everything you see, everything around you. Be very aware. Another day, spend it focusing on everything you hear. Open up your hearing. Be very open it up, stretch it out. Okay? A third day, work on feeling everything around you. What are you feeling? That one's a heavy day normally for people because especially if you're already empathic, you're going to feel like tidal waves of emotion and things from other people, from joy to sadness, disappointment, anger, anxiety, stress. You're going to get everybody else's stuff just in that day, but that's okay. It will help you understand what is yours versus what is somebody else's. Okay? And it will help you understand. So at the end of that day, make sure you ground yourself. Make sure, you give those toes a nice little wiggle, bring yourself down. A nice little saltwater bath is a wonderful way just to kind of clean out any energy that you may have held on to. Okay? Thank you, Rachel. Thank you. So anyhow, I know this was a lot of information. This was a big coffee with Colby. I'm sorry it went so long. But gosh, we could just talk about it all day, couldn't we? But play with this today. This is your homework. That's a lot of stuff, a lot of things that get you a chance to play. Okay? So, good, Chelsea. I'm glad. So, this will let you play. This will let you, and that's the thing too. One last thing here, and I know, then I'm going to go. But we got to start playing more. We're not playing enough. No matter who we are, we're getting so stuck in our lives, so stuck in our responsibilities, so stuck in the grind of life that we're not playing. And then how many of you, I know I do, and I work on this, I feel guilty when I do play. Like I feel like, I didn't answer this email, I didn't get back to that person. Like, we got to play, because when we play, we open it all up. We say, let's get all up in there. So anyhow, there you go. Tomorrow, live with Colby Rebel, we got Jennifer Schaefer. It is a Vino in Voices, which is always really fun. Thank you guys. I love that you enjoyed this one. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Vino and Voices tomorrow night at 5. I will see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. And I love you guys. I love you. Have a great day. Thank you, Tina. Remember, everybody say it with me. Ready? Shine your light and shine it bright. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.